So the midterm elections are over, finally. But if you thought that the drama in Washington was going to die down, well, you got another thing coming. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Quam Teasy with the Christocrats and the Red Pill Reality, here with another video for you guys, giving you the perspective of a believer and how we should see politics and act and react, politics, pop culture, every sort. If you like the kind of content that we're putting out, please think about subscribing and hitting that notification bell button so you can find out whenever we put up the video. And check us out. You know, we're going to be doing some live streams coming up very soon, so you can check me out on there as well. I'm on Facebook and everywhere else. So, already, if you haven't been asleep for the last 48 hours, the Republicans retained the Senate, and they gained a couple seats, and they lost the House. So, it basically kind of evened out a little bit. But the liberals, the left, the Democrats are semi-happy because now they feel like they can have checks and balances on the president, which that's not the real reason why they'll be sort of happy. The real reason why they would be happy is because they want to send up investigation after investigation after investigation, because all they know is resist. That's all they know. How can you come to a middle ground and actually govern with an opposing party when their party platform sits on the notion of resist? If it's resist, and that's what it is, then you're not going to be able to govern. See now the fireworks that happened in the press conference today. If you didn't see that, check it out. What happened is President Trump, man, he ain't taking no junk, man. I know he's tired of it. This Jim Acosta dude is like a little kid, man. Gosh, this dude is. Aren't you guys tired of him? Really, this dude. So he's up there asking these questions. Trump is trying to talk about, the election and what they feel about it and kind of the way to move forward, and talking about how he wants to work with the Democrats. Start off with an even tone, and you get this little mosquito pain in the butt reporter, Jim Acosta, and now this dude, this blow up that happened today in the press conference with Trump didn't start here. Jim Acosta has been being this annoying fly in the ointment, that not just a fly in the ointment, but just being a dude that asks questions over and over again and won't take the answers, and then starts to editorialize and give speeches. And nobody wants to hear that, dude. Nobody wants to know what your opinion is. You're a reporter. Stop. But see, if they have the bottom line as resist, and he thinks that he's part of the resistance, like we're in some TV show, then he's going to do that. He's going to ask these questions questions that are rude, and questions that he'll ask a question, then it'll get answered, and if he doesn't like the answer, then he'll try to argue with the person. He does it with Sarah Huckabee Sanders all the time. So Trump was like, I'm tired of this dude. I'm tired of this dude. And Trump is not a dude that's going to sit back and just chill, right? He'd rather just punch you in the mouth and get you out of there. And let the chips fall where they may. And that's what happened today. Verbally, Jim Acosta kept trying to push and push and push and push. And it's up to the president, that it's his prerogative of who he can ask the next question to. And the lady who works for the president is supposed to go and grab the microphone and give it to the next person. So she was trying to do her job, and Jim Acosta was not giving up the mic, almost to the point where he was going to push the lady. What happened to Me Too? And the women's rights. He just was acting like she didn't even matter. He was giving the show like, I'm keeping the mic. I'm keeping the mic. Mr. President, what do you think of, why do you think you're calling it the caravan invasion? Get off. That's basically what was happening. But y'all need to realize that this stuff is not going to stop all the way until President Trump is done with the presidency. Y'all need to realize we're dealing with petulant children. We're dealing with children who don't get the point. When they get spanked, they don't get the point. You can't reason with them. You can't think that they're going to be reasonable people, because they're little kids and they have and as believers, what you're seeing is the spirit of rebellion. It is a spirit of rebellion and strife that they are just a whirlwind of it. It doesn't matter what happens until Trump is out of office. Unless he was out of office and Pence went to another planet, this is not going to stop. So y'all need to be prepared for it. Understand that Trump is not going to take this crap, and that is why we elected him. So these people are going to keep going and keep going. And what's going to happen, if you haven't seen it already, that spirit of rebellion trickles down into the people that follow him. It's a spirit. It is a spirit. That's why you can look at it and be like, what the heck? How are these people acting like this? Because I guarantee you, if the shoe was on the other foot and it was Obama that was in the press conference and there was a reporter that, like Hannity or somebody, that was acting that same way, oh my gosh, the calls of racism would waft up to the heavens and call down the fire of heaven on those who dare question the king of the planet, Obama. Well, Hannity, I don't want you talking to me like that because I'm President Obama. So y'all don't be surprised and don't let it get you flustered. One thing I don't see, although we lost the House, I don't see any Republicans or any conservatives out in the streets screaming to the sky. I don't see any conservatives, protesting, getting mad. None of that. I don't see none of that. So, you don't let anybody tell you any different. You know that we have the mental capacity to actually be the ones to come together, but they don't want to come together. That's what I keep trying to tell everybody. We always, the division. Well, the division is happening because they keep doing things to get reactions so that people do not want to come together with them. They don't want to come. They want you to submit. They want you to submit to them. They want to call it, compromise. But what they really want is for you to submit, shut up, and sit down. That's what they want. They want abortion on demand. They want to raise as many taxes as they want to on whoever. All of a sudden now they're talking about being fiscally responsible, the deficit going up, but they don't ever talk about the deficit until now. It's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, don't expect it. My encouragement to you is just be you, do you, expect it, prepare for the rebellion, the stupidity, remain prepared, do your research, keep studying. Side with what is right, no matter what letters in front of your candidate. Side with what is right. And, the light always pushes out the darkness. So we just got to keep turning our lights on. They keep running the room, turn it off. You got to turn it right back on. You keep turning your light on. Remember, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Just laugh at a lot of this idiot stupidness. A lot of good things coming up. We got, like I said, I got some announcements to make. You guys are going to like what's cooking and brewing. We are going to be starting a Patreon page so that maybe we can get some of y'all, if y'all would like to help out, to help push this movement forward. The Christocrat page is almost finished. You'll be able to get on there and become part of the team and really push forward Christocratic thought in politics and pop culture. We'll be able to connect with each other and get together. I found out some really dope information about, how you can, I found out some information about how nonprofits should be filing with the IRS. Really good stuff here, man. But we love you guys. Remember, like, subscribe, pass this stuff around. If you're entertained by it or you get some information out of it, do not fret. Do not be surprised. Don't be surprised with all the junk that's going on. But Trump has every right to get at Acosta. He has every right to do it. He's not going to sit back and just let him say what he wants to say and act like that. I'm calling for the women's movement to say something about how Acosta treated that lady. Let's see if they do that. I doubt it. Remember, guys, love God, hate sin. We're not to the left. We're not to the right. But we are